Traveling with oxygen therapy is absolutely possible. The dream of seeing the world doesn't have to stop. But a smooth trip hinges on one surprising FAA rule that is entirely about power. You must understand why the FAA bans traditional oxygen tanks, but approves devices like the Inogen Rove 6. And it's not just the FAA. Each airline adds its own layer of requirements you must follow. We'll cover medical prep, regulations, your device, and day of travel logistics for a seamless trip. First, the why. At high altitudes, lower air pressure means less available oxygen, a risk for lung conditions. This makes your first step non-negotiable. Consult your doctor. They must confirm you are fit to fly. Once you have medical clearance, what is the first major regulatory hurdle? It's the equipment allowed on board. The FAA strictly bans compressed and liquid oxygen tanks due to safety risks, but they permit FAA-approved POCs. This is where the Inogen One Rove 6 fits in. It is officially FAA-approved, the first check for any POC you fly with. This approval and its compact design is why airlines often suggest the Rove 6. It's a trusted quantity, so your device is approved. But what is the single most critical, non-negotiable FAA rule you must follow? It's the 150% battery rule. The FAA mandates you carry enough battery power for 1.5 times your total flight duration. Why 150%? This buffers for gate holds, tarmac delays, or diversions, ensuring you never run out of oxygen. You'll need spare batteries, and they must be in your carry-on, protected from short-circuiting with tape or packaging. Let me be crystal clear. Never pack your POC or its batteries in checked luggage. The fire risk requires them to be in the cabin. Understanding the why of these battery rules is one thing. Now, how do you apply this to a real trip with the Rove 6? Let's do the math. The Rove 6 standard battery gives you up to 6 hours and 15 minutes of power on setting 1. For a 5-hour flight, multiply by 1.5. You need a minimum of 7.5 hours of total battery life. This means you would need one fully charged standard battery and a fully charged spare or an extended life battery. So the 150% battery rule is the main key to FAA compliance. Next, how do you get the airline on the same page? Your communication must start early. Notify the airline you'll be traveling with a POC when you book your reservation. Airlines often have their own requirements. Many demand a specific medical form, completed by your doctor weeks before you fly. Do not assume. Call the airline's special assistance desk well ahead of your travel date to confirm all requirements. On your travel day, you have TSA security. You must inform officers about your medical device before screening begins. Once on board, there is one last rule. For safety, passengers using a POC cannot be seated in an exit row. You've handled the rules, the airline, and security. How does the Rove 6 itself make these steps manageable? Recall moving through the airport? The Rove 6's low weight of just 4.8 pounds is a major advantage for reducing physical strain. Think about that strict 150% battery rule. The Rove 6's efficient power use and extended batteries make this practical. Remember the foundational requirement: FAA approval. This official status is what gives airlines and TSA confidence in your device. It's how the Rove 6's design, lightweight with a solid battery system, works with its official FAA approval to simplify travel. Let's recap the path. First, get medical clearance. Second, prepare for the 150% battery rule. Third, communicate with your airline. The Inogen Rove 6 is more than compliant. Its features make it a suitable partner for the realities of modern air travel. One last tip: be over-prepared. Keep your doctor's letter, airline approval, and device manual in your carry-on. Preparation is freedom. Visit a trusted Inogen Rove 6 dealer and check out this FAA-approved portable oxygen concentrator today.